What's up everyone, TerraQuake here, and welcome to the next walkthrough here on the channel. We have officially made our way into the 3DS era of Pokemon games. If you're new here, I've been doing walkthroughs for a good while now, closing in on 2 years I believe. And we've been going in chronological order, and we just got done with Pokemon Black 2. So now we are moving on to Pokemon Y, you know, the Kalos region. And yeah, we're going to be starting up a brand new walkthrough here on the channel. And hey, look at all these languages we got to choose from. However, if I want this to be a successful walkthrough, I should probably just stick to English and begin this game. So there's not really too much of an intro. You're kind of thrown right into the title screen, but hey, that's perfectly fine, you know. X and Y, I guess they didn't want to waste any time. They just want to throw you right into the adventure. So we got Yveltal on the bottom screen, which y'all probably can't see. I'm still kind of deciding how I want to do the 3DS. I mean, I didn't show the bottom screen with the DS games either, so I think I'll stick with the way that I was doing the DS games. But we will see, and I'll touch a bit more on that in a second as well. But now we're loading into the game. We have this little gray object, but it turns out to be a Pokeball floating down and into the hands of Professor Sycamore. That's right, this region's Pokemon Professor. I'm sure you've heard about him, you know him, you love him, or maybe you don't love him, I don't know. He is kind of like not one of the most prominent ones out there, and he's going to toss out a Psyduck out of all Pokemon. But you know what, I still don't really have a problem with Sycamore. I mean, I wouldn't put him like my top 3, but I don't think he's the worst. And yeah, like any Pokemon game, he's going to introduce you to what Pokemon are all about and all that good stuff. And then you're going to be able to choose between a boy and a girl. Gonna stick with the boy option as usual. And I mean, I don't really have blonde hair. I think I'll just go the middle option, I guess. That's usually like the default one, I believe. And my name, now what's interesting about this is I believe in this game, well, we're gonna try it. I'm pretty sure I can fit, yeah, I can fit TerraQuake, the full thing. You know, up until now, I don't think I was able to in Black 2 and White 2, but you know, before this walkthrough, I always had to do TQ because there wasn't enough spaces. But now we can fit the full TerraQuake, and just making sure I spelled it right. Yo, if I've been doing YouTube for 4+ years and still don't know how to spell my channel name, something's wrong. But yeah, that's right, TerraQuake it is. And, you know, Kalos is, of course, based off the French region, so he said très bien right there, which means very good, actually. See, if you didn't know it, you do now. I took some French classes back in the day. I mean, not too long ago, like, you know, back in middle school and stuff. And, I mean, I remember what très bien means, but that's one of the only things I remember, so. Anyways, you're going to get this cool little opening cutscene with a fletchling that somehow got into our house. I mean, what are we doing? Just leaving the windows open? And he's going to absolutely just stab the junk out of you. Look at this, man. Like, you can't tell me that doesn't hurt. I mean, I don't know how sharp his beak is, but oh my gosh, that's not how I'd want to be woken up. And also, maybe that's our pet fletchling, who knows. But the first thing you're going to want to do is, I mean, hey, we can check out the Wii U. That's right, this is when the Wii U was so prominent back in the day. And let me go ahead and set the text speed to fast, and I think that's really the only thing I need to do in the settings. But we're going to go ahead and get changed into our gear, you know, our journey gear. We're not going to be walking around Kalos in our PJs. Speaking of clothes and stuff like that, though, you can customize your character at certain points in the game. I'm sure you guys know that as well. You can also run right off the bat, I believe, so that is pretty awesome. I tried to do it there for a second, and yeah, it looks like the fletchling is our pet. I guess it's kind of just chilling. But look at this, we finally don't need running shoes to run around. Isn't that great? And hey, our mom even has a bed too. X and Y, they really stepped it up, you know, kind of made the houses better, gave our parents an actual room. And upon stepping outside, you're going to meet 2 of basically your rivals. You have, well, I'm not going to call all of them your rivals because a couple of them you only fight like 2 or 3 times throughout the game. But the one on the right here is Serena, and that'll be Callum if you chose the girl character, and it'll just be, you know, the boy character standing in that place. And that's probably your main rival. You'll fight her the most throughout this playthrough. The rest of them are kind of just going to show up here and there. And yeah, anyways, we're in Vanillave Town, and there's a little Rhyhorn here that you can actually ride around. Isn't that cool? And it's sleeping right now. Wait, can you get up? No, okay, I think you can ride it, or maybe you don't ride that one, but you do end up riding a Rhyhorn later on in the game. Other than that, though, there's really no other things to do in Vanderbilt Town, so it's off to Route 1, which is literally the just shortest and most pointless route in the game. I mean, this is it. This is all there is. You can't go into these bushes or anything. It's just a straight path into Aqua Cord Town, and this is where things are about to go down, because as you make your way through here, you're going to end up meeting the rest of your little group of friends, and yeah, you can see there's 2 more of them now. They'll all introduce themselves and whatnot. So the one with the orange hair is Trevor. Trevor's kind of like more of the nerdy style, cares a lot about the Pokédex. And then Tierno, the bigger dude, he's into like dancing and stuff. I'm sure he's probably into Pokemon contests and whatnot. I mean, we're here to... Oh, no, this is the nickname part. I'm going to go ahead and pick my own nickname. You can choose one of the like predetermined ones, but I might as well just do TQ for short, you know? So I guess I'm still going to be getting called TQ most of the time in this game, even though I did call myself Terraquake, but whatever. So yeah, that's nice. But yeah, Tierno, as I was saying, he like, I don't know, he's into dancing with his Pokemon and whatnot. And then Shauna and Serena. Serena, again, is like your main rival. You know, she's trying to become the champion. Shauna, I don't really know. But here are your starters. So I'm sure you guys know these starters. We got Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie. Now, when it came to making my team, I actually kind of struggled to come up with my team for this walkthrough, but I do have my 6 team members already planned out, and believe it or not, first time I played through Pokemon Y, I used Chespin. I love Chestnut. I think it's great. I think it's underrated. A lot of people like hate Quilladin, and I mean, yeah, to be fair, Quilladin does look a bit goofy, but Chestnut is just such a beast. And then I played through Pokemon Y, I want to say like 3-4 years ago again, just for fun, and I used Fennekin. And that means that, I mean, hey, believe me or not, but I have never used Froakie. And Froakie is, I mean, I'm pretty sure Froakie's the most popular pick because everyone loves Greninja. You know, it was definitely the popular pick back in the day. I mean, Greninja, I think, has won some of those, like, most popular Pokemon polls before. So, yeah, it's just crazy that I've never used Froakie before. So, that's what I'm going to be using for this playthrough. The Water-type Froakie, who will eventually become a awesome water and dark type. In my opinion, you can't really go wrong with these mons, and also I have not thought about a nickname for this thing. I mean, it's a frog after all. It's like a frog ninja, and I think I'm going to probably do a quick cut to figure this out. Okay, well, 20 seconds later, this is pretty basic. It is a frog after all, so I will be going with Kermit, and I'm pretty sure I spelled Kermit right. I mean, you know, I used to watch a bit of Kermit the Frog back in the day, so I'd hope I'd know how to spell it. But there we go. We got Kermit the Frog on our team. Am I going to try to do a Kermit the Frog impression? No. No, I'm not. You're not going to catch me trying to do some just completely awful impression because I can't do one to save my life. And anyways, after choosing your starter and nicknaming it, you'll get the Pokédex, of course, from Trevor, because Trevor loves the Pokédex. And then Tierno will hand you the professor's letter, which I'm not really sure what we're supposed to do with that. I think, well, I don't know. I think it's just like a letter to read from the professor. I think it's telling you, you know, good luck on your journey. But anyways, I don't know. I could be wrong about that. I sort of forgot we got that thing. Now, what you're going to need to do... Oh, wait, no. We got to go deliver it back to our mom. That's what it is. All right, completely disregarded what I was saying. So you can't go down these stairs yet, so you're going to want to start heading back towards your house. But first of all, Shauna's going to come up to you, and as it usually is with any Pokemon game, we're going to have a battle right after choosing our starter. Now, the interesting thing here is... not only is Shauna kind of your sub-rival, as I said, you're going to fight Serena a lot more often, so I don't really know why Shauna fights you here, but she's actually going to have the starter that's weak to your starter, and not only that, but the starters in this game already start out with a stab move. So, for example, Froakie already has Bubble. I think Fennekin has Ember, and then Chespin, I want to say it's Vine Whip maybe, I could be wrong about that, but that basically makes this battle, I mean, guaranteed for you to win, because all you have to do is just hit the opponent, whatever it may be, with your super effective attack, and you will be chilling. I mean, 2-hit KO right there, and I believe you do get up a level as well. So, yeah, this is a pretty easy fight, and yeah, it is Vine Whip, by the way, for Chespin. as I said before, I mean, now that I'm going to have used all 3 starters by the end of this playthrough, I feel like you just can't go wrong with any of them that you pick. I mean, you're either going to get a grass fighting type, fire psychic, or water dark. They're all dual typing, which is pretty awesome. So anyways, with that battle out of the way, it's time to deliver the professor's letter back to your mom. I don't know what it's going to say. You know, is it going to be like, is he trying to take my mom out on a date? Because we might have to step in if that's the case. But no, it's probably something like, hey, I'm trying to get your son to go on a journey, and you probably won't see him for the next, like, 12 months. So, yeah. Which, I mean, imagine, like, your parent getting that letter in real life. I mean, what would they do, man? What would they do? But you can hand her that letter, and then she'll give you a town map and a potion. So, yeah, you know, she's going to send us off with a couple of nifty items. Of course, potions, I just hit no to knowing how to use the town map, but whatever. But yeah, potions, you're going to be using a lot of those to heal up your mods. And then here's the Rhyhorn. Whoa, he's woken up. I mean, even the screen shakes when he walks around. And I guess he's just trying to say goodbye. Again, we'll get a chance to actually catch a Rhyhorn. Not catch one, ride one later on in the game. Before the second gym, as a matter of fact. So, he's gonna go back to sleep, I guess. And we can make our way back to Vanderville. Not Vanderville Town, Aquacord Town. Yeah, the second town. I don't know, they're so close together, I get them confused. And now you're kind of free to move on towards Route 2. However, I do want to stop by. Well, right here is the, I think this is the Pokemon Center, I believe, with the little red roof. Well, I say Pokemon Center. It's just this lady who will heal up your Pokemon if you do get hurt. There's no official Pokemon Center here. However, there is a Pokemart, and I think this guy is going to sell potions, and then there's another one on the other side of town that will sell you Pokeballs. So I'm not really sure what's going on with Aquacord Town. Why couldn't you just sell potions and Pokeballs in the same area? Also, you can talk to this guy. He'll give you a free potion, so that is always great. And you do start out with a good bit of money, so I figured I might as well go buy some Pokeballs too, even though I won't be catching my first team member for a little while, before the first gym, but not in like the first route or two. So maybe you can start taking some guesses as to what that Mon may be. And for now, let's move on to Route 2. And you might have noticed that the routes in this game, like you saw Route 1, I mean, it was titled Route 1, but then under it said, like, I think Vanderville, whatever, Pathway or something. And yeah, all the routes in this game kind of have a sub-name. Like this one's, I want to say like Avance Trail. You know, it's supposed to be French, and I'm definitely going to just completely butcher these pronunciations, but whatever. So here's our first encounter. It's going to be a Pidgey. There are a lot of Pokemon to catch on the first route. Route 2 features Bunnelby, Fletchling, Scatterbug, Zigzagoon, Pidgey, Weedle in Pokemon X, and Caterpie in Pokemon Y. So, you know, you got a couple Bug-type options, some Normal-type options. Fletchling eventually becomes a Talonflame, which is a great Fire and Flying type. So, just a ton of options for you to get, and there's a lot more to get before the first gym, and that's something I love about this game. I think I talked about it in my Pokemon White walkthrough, because in Black and White, there's like so few options before the first gym. That's like one of my very few kind of gripes about that game. But Pokemon X and Y, they do a great job with giving you plenty of different, you know, types of Pokemon to capture. But now it's time for, you know, your generic catching tutorial, of course, from Serena or Callum. And she's going to send out a Fletchling like, whoa, you already caught him on already. Whoa, you're so cool. Already trained it up to level 5 as well. And she's going to show us how to catch a Pokemon. I mean, it's just going to be the typical, you know, throw out your Pokemon, do some damage, maybe get it to the yellow health, try to, you know, paralyze it, poison it, do whatever you need to, and then chuck a Pokeball. By the way, you guys can't see it because it was on the bottom screen, but she has 50 Pokeballs in her bag. How much money did you start out with, Serena? Like, seriously. I didn't see how much each Pokeball was, but, like, I know I couldn't go buy 50 of them right now. That's crazy. Fortunately, though, after this this little battle here, she will... And Shauna's, like, freaking out that the Pokeball, or the Pokemon went inside the Pokeball. Like, yeah, that's how catching Pokemon works. But, yeah, she will hand you 10 of them. So she is going to be pretty generous. So now we have 15 Pokeballs. We are big chillin'. And speaking of catching Pokemon, the first encounter in this area, which I believe was that Pidgey that we saw, and that... Hold on. I gotta rub my eyes, dude. Am I, like, going blurry? Did I just run... I just ran into a shiny. Wait. Okay, unless I got some, like, faulty copy of Pokemon Y, I mean, I didn't, like, mess around with the game files, so shiny chances would not be boosted. I'm pretty sure I legitimately just ran into a shiny Zigzagoon. I didn't even know it was orange. Alright, well, this just completely took a turn. Yeah, we gotta catch this thing. We gotta crit. Okay, Froakie, calm down, dude. Calm down. This is a shiny right here. Now, I'm pretty sure in Gen 6, or it might have been Gen 5, they did lower the shiny chances from like 1 in 8,000 something to like 1 in 4,000 something. But, I mean, 1 in 4,000 something is still pretty dang, you know, not likely. And, wow, second encounter in this walkthrough, and we caught a shiny. That is crazy. I mean, I don't think I messed with this copy of the game beforehand or anything. I mean, I guess we'll find out if I run into like 5 more shinies in this episode. But what in the world? That is only like the 4th or 5th shiny I've ever caught in Pokemon, because I've never really like gone out of my way to shiny hunt or anything. So that is crazy. Anyways, back on the main path, there is actually one trainer here on Route 2. We're going to go ahead and fight him. He's standing just in front of the entrance to the Santaloon Forest. Does he have a shiny Zigzagoon? Ha, no, not like mine. But yeah, the Santaloon Forest is coming up. We'll check that out in the next episode, though. And even though that Zigzagoon is cool because it's shiny and all, I'm not planning on using a Zigzagoon in this run. I'm planning on using all Gen 6 Pokemon. That is the goal. That's how I typically try to play through Pokemon games. I still just, like, I literally can't believe that. I think it's funny because, like, some people spend, like, hours hunting for shinies, and then, I mean, you know, sometimes there's just stuff like that where I'm just playing through a Pokemon game, not looking for shinies, and I happen to come across one. That is insane and, like, hilarious at the same time. I'm just going to fight one more Wildmon. I want to get up to level 8. Here is Scatterbug, by the way. This thing will eventually evolve into Spupa and then Vivian, which is kind of like your, you know, Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree line for Gen 6. And it's not too bad. I've actually used a Vivian before. Like, that thing can definitely put in some work. Also, you saw their String Shot lowered our speed harshly. That was one of, like, the many changes that they made to moves and whatnot in Gen 6. So, honestly, it makes String Shot a bit better. But down goes the Scatterbug, and we get to level 8. That's a nice way to end off this episode. So, we get Quick Attack as well. Yeah, I guess that Zigzagoon, I mean, I'll probably eventually just stick it in the PC, but hey, it's cool to have on the team right now. I can't believe this. Like, this is, yeah, this is a shiny. Y'all can't see it because it's on the bottom screen right now, but it does have the little red star logo as well. What a start to this walkthrough then. That is, wow, that is crazy. Hopefully, you know, we're not gonna run out of all of our luck within the first 5 episodes, but hey, what a way to start it, you know, starting off with a bang. For now, though, hope you guys enjoyed part 1 of the Pokemon Y walkthrough. Next time, we're heading through the Santaloon Forest and getting to the next city, and I'm hoping we can also catch our next team member. So, be on the lookout for that video. For now, though, have a great rest of your day, and until next time, deuces.